I'm Edith Kimani. Let me now take you through the business. Now, hopes of a double-digit growth for the Kenyan government could hit a snag with the cost of loans in the market projected to go up. Adelaide Changole explains.
The cost of loans in Kenya's financial markets has remained relatively high, even with a substantial hold in the benchmark rate by the regulator at 8.5%. However, with the rate of inflation expected to go up, analysts predict another round of high cost of borrowings.
Food price pressures are starting to emerge in the region once again. We see this more clearly in some inflation indices than others.
The problem emanates from climate-related shocks that have impacted heavily on the country's agricultural sector. Moreover, the country's poor food distribution system has also contributed to the current state of affairs by creating artificial shortages even when there is adequate food.
There's something wrong with the Kenyan model, where food should be so much cheaper than it is globally, and for one reason or another, maybe to do with infrastructure, the setup of agriculture, it isn't happening.
Already, this increase is becoming evident, with data from the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics showing that inflation rose from 7.15% in December to 7.21% in January. This prediction holds that it could hit the double digits in another 4 months, and the result being an upward review of the benchmark lending rate.
Middle of the year, the central bank will have to be tightening again, just to keep policy as accommodative as it is in real terms, but not to increase the pace of accommodation as inflation is picking up.
The net impact of this will be a growing economy unable to expand as the cost of borrowing goes out of the reach of many. This is likely to stifle growth across most sectors.
You generally unleash a much bigger wave of growth because people who generally are not at the forefront of the urbanization process, if they can see their incomes being lifted too, then the multiplier effect that has is much more important.
An increase in inflation will not only hurt consumers by increasing the price of basic commodities, it will also hurt small and medium-sized enterprises by increasing the cost of credit, and this could impact negatively on the government's plans to grow the economy at double digits this financial year. Adelaide Changole, KTN Business.